Hello, class. Let us continue the topic. Albert Einstein at school. The passage begins from here, going back to his lodgings. Lodgings means the place where they dwell or live. Did not cheer him up. His father had so little money to spare that Albert had been found a room in one of the poorest quarters of Munich. He did not mind the bad food and lack of comfort or even the dirt and squalor, but he hated the atmosphere of slum violence. His landlady beat her children regularly, and every Saturday her husband came drunk and beat her. Some meanings are here. Lodgings means temporary accommodation or a room rented out to someone, usually in the same residence as the owner. Squalor means the state of being extremely dirty and unpleasant, especially as a result of poverty and neglect. Now, let us have the explanation of the above passages. School was surely an unpleasant place for Einstein, but his place of stay in Munich was nothing better because of limited cash availability with his father. He had to stay within the poorest neighborhood in Munich. However, poverty, bad food, dirt, and lack of comfort hardly bothered him. It was the frequent fights at the place that he hated. Even the landlady's family was a violent one, where she used to hit her kids every now and then, while her husband beat her every Saturday after he came back home drunk. Now, further passage is, but at least But at least you have a room of your own, which is more than I can say, said Yuri when he called round in the evening. At least you live among civilized human beings, even if they are all poor students, said Albert. They are not all civilized, Yuri replied. Did you not hear that one of them was killed last week in a duel? And what happens to the one who killed him? Nothing, of course. He is even proud of it. His only worry is that the authorities have told him not to fight any more duels. He is upset about this because he hasn't a single scar on his face to wear for the rest of his life as a badge of honor. Oh, exclaimed Albert. And these are the students? Well, you will be a student one day, said Yuri. I doubt it, said Albert glumly. Duel means a contest with deadly weapons arranged between two people in order to settle a point of honor. Now, explanation is here. Now, here we are introduced to his friend Yuri, who is also not very fortunate. He reminds Albert that he should be glad about the fact that he has a room of his own to live, even though the neighborhood is not something he likes. In return, Albert reminds Yuri that even though Yuri lives among poor students, they are all civilized and non violent. Yuri interrupts to correct him that not all of them have manners, and only last week one was killed in a fight. The one who killed him did not face any circumstances except never being allowed to play a duel again. The only regret that guy had was that he won't be able to show off a scar as a symbol of bravery. Albert sighs at the state of students pursuing diplomas. Yuri then gives Albert some hope by saying that he will be a student too, to which Albert expresses his doubtlessness. Further passage begins from here. I don't think I'll ever pass the exams for the school diploma, he told his cousin Elsa the same next time she came to Munich. Normally, she lived in Berlin where her father had a business. I'm sure you could learn enough to pass the exams, Albert, if you tried, she said. I know lots of boys who are much more stupid than you are who get through. They say you don't have to know anything, you don't have to understand what you are taught, just be able to Repeat it in the exams, that's the whole trouble, said Albert. I'm no good at learning things by heart. Explanation is here. Albert expresses his concern to his cousin Elsa, saying that it is not very likely for him to pass exams. Elsa, who had come to visit Einstein in Munich, normally lived in Berlin, the place of her family business. Elsa tried to convince Albert to learn just enough to pass the exams by learning and repeating facts, and that she had seen a lot of dull guys do it. Albert again exclaimed that learning things by heart is not his best suit. It means it is not possible for him. So, dear students, let us have only these explanations today. Thank you.